And there we are live, guys. Welcome to the stream. Captain Rick, first of all to you, you've been talking to me already. Thank you so much. And then JT Motorsports, welcome. I've got Uncle John and I've also got Paul here with me. I almost said in the studio, but it's on Discord, you know what I mean. So let me just quickly set up everything. I've been toying with a couple of things here. There we go, my Zibo logo is back. Alright, there we go. So, for the record, this is version 3.43.7. We are using Vulkan in R2, and this isn't going to be the traditional flight. I'm not just simply going to fly A to B. I think just to get my fix, I'll probably do the next segment as a circuit kind of a thing. But there are two important things that Zibo wanted me to test, and this is then obviously for the record. So I've done it already and it seems to work, and I'm just going to take you guys
Hello,
through
Cap.
it quickly. Hello, Linda.
My name is Linda. I am your first officer today.
Alright, so I'm just going to quickly change a setting or two here because we don't want to waste time. And we're going to just use a fictitious load. Anything is possible. And let's just make that 5.5. We're not going to be too worried. Even if it complains, that's not the point. Alright, so let me put you guys in the picture. For a while now, we have noticed that when we do a flight, and let me get the actual display going there. When we do a flight that would include an altitude restriction, specifically one like this that says you need to be at flight level 310 or below during your approach phase. Alright, and we then went to the Zibo FMC and we selected, for argument's sake, flight level 260, which is clearly below that. We would get an unable cruise altitude or some or other error related to the code. There was an issue with the code. So Zibo said once he ports the code to C++, he'll fix that for us. And he has not specifically said that, but I presume that's exactly what's happened because now we have the fix. So you'll see, I'm going to demonstrate that we are not going to get an error when we select flight level 260. Now, if you go back a few videos on my stream, you'll see we had a group flight and we actually had to talk the guys through the workaround that we employed at that point in time. You know, but now the maths actually compute, you know, so now it actually works. So we're going to just enter this into the FMC to show you that it's no longer a problem, and then we're going to move on to the next segment. For this one, I'm going to import the retype. It still exists, otherwise I'll just quickly export it again. And for the next one, we're going to do it manually. Alright, it's not really important, but let's take 20 right again. Let's just stick to the script where we know it failed, and let's go have a look. So we step through now. I'll show you right there. That's D-light, and it tells us flight level 310 or below. Now, the previous fix was we had to physically delete the restriction to actually allow it to take flight level 260. So now what we're going to do, we know this is correct. We're going to just quickly go through. We're just going to put some values in here. Let's say 40, and now you can see it says our optimal cruise will be 275, but we're going to use 260. Alright, so now we have a steep descent, which is normal. That's not a problem, but at least it's not disallowing the flight level 260, and it's not giving us an unable cruise altitude error. And the other thing that I forgot to mention is the third thing that happened was we never got the top of descent calculation. Because this was never true in the mind of the code, we couldn't get top of descent. So the guys had to improvise if they forgot to delete the restriction. Right, so now we can clearly see that we actually get the top of descent and the code is working the way it should, because it has now determined that 260 is below flight level 310. So thank you, Zibo, for that. That's amazing. It really works perfectly now, so we can actually execute if we want to. So that was test 1, which is highly successful. And the next thing that we're going to do, where am I going? So we're going to go to Argentina. Okay, I'm going to spawn right there on the runway, and then we're going to quickly run through the setups and all, and we'll quickly configure a circuit for us, and we will go and fly the problem that was reported and have now subsequently been repaired. I just need to make sure we've got engines running here. Saves us a bit of a hassle. So while that is loading, I'm going to quickly put this on screen for you guys. So there you can see the route that we are going to fly. So what happened was, if you look at the post in the forum right above where I made the stream announcement, you'll see, no, I'm lying, it wasn't above it. It was like 2 pages before. Sorry, I apologize. About 2 pages before, you'll see the discussion of the problem with this departure. Runway 11 goes, straight out to the right like that, and then you need to follow the arc. And it was pointed out that the whole drawing on the ND was incorrect, and the aircraft simply didn't fly it. So this is going to be our next test, and we're just going to make a circuit out of it. So that will be the actual flight leg, and the green is obviously the star, and the purple is our SID. So I just quickly threw it all together. Noz, welcome. No, it's not a new model, it's the same one that you have. This is version 343.7. So you guys also have it. I'm just showing you because Zibo asked me to do the test flight. So while I'm doing it, I might as well, show you guys that it appears to be fixed. So here we are on the runway. Let's quickly put some load and stuff in here. Let's just go for 15 again. 5 should be fine. No, I forgot to save that, so let's just do this again. I actually don't really want to save it, so it's a blessing in disguise. So let's just put 5.5 again. Alright, so let's quickly see what the weather is doing here. I'm running active sky in the background. Right, 1034. But I'm not going to go through the whole proper setup procedures and everything. We're literally just going to do a quick circuit, so we'll just play around with it a little bit. Hello, Sergeant Potato. Right. Some light on the subject. 8 knots wind.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Zero. No, don't forget about you. Hallo Andre. Ja, ons is pap nat hierdie kant, dit reën lekker hierso.
On runway 11, on runway 11.
Paul,
Yes, sir.
the other day I thought you were with me on the channel. I actually used your name very idly then, but you know what I'm hearing in my head again right now?
Can imagine what you're thinking now, yes. And it's good.
Flaps, flaps, flaps. Remember, Orto. Forgot it a few times and you reminded me. It's now burnt into my memory.
Fortunately, most runways are long enough to get the flaps out once you've
Flaps
You
5
started
turn.
the run, yeah. Yeah. Right, so we have the overhead set. Okay, what I want to do is let's just go for, let's make it 8,000. And when I go too high, what is the airport elevation? Is 67, so you can go for 50. Alright, I'm just setting up my Navigraph to have all the charts at my disposal here as well. Alright, so we can go for 8,000. 0. I'm gonna guess and then we'll repair it later.
On runway 11, on runway
Right, let us
11.
program this little one. Departure 11, that was the one in question. We'll do that transition. So it's going to be almost a teardrop effect, but more with an arc. If we bring the picture back in to view there, you guys see what it's going to look like to get going. Runway X, okay, Anson, right. Alright, so if you compare that with what you've just seen, you'll see there's your arc, and it appears to be exactly as it's meant to be. So that's airports, that's station, waypoints, station, that's it. So let's zoom in a little bit. You see there is that arc that I showed you just now. See, there we have it. So previously, if you look at the forum post, you'll see there was a bit of zigzagging happening there, and that magenta line just didn't draw it correctly. So Zibo fixed the drawing of it, and then the trick is now, can we fly it? Because it's all good and well, it looks nice, but can we fly it? Step through quickly. This is a silly circuit, but anyway, on top of, right, let us link the next two then. Sada. We'll just make it a circuit. Alright, so step through. There we go. Got top of descent and everything in place. Right, okay, so that takes care of the red, but it looks much better. So, wrong button. I don't know what it is. We don't care. Do it nice and fast. We're just gonna go up to 8,000. I have no idea what that data is, so we don't care. 31. We can do that. You know what? Let's do that. Don't need to climb that fast. Take off. We'll be on flaps 5. Not much we can do. It made no difference at all. Let's go back. What are we looking for? 19.6 on the CG. That's horrific, but anyway. It's flyable. $45. Right, LNAV and VNAV can come on. Let us use this woman to do the work for us. Commands.
Trim up.
Let me know it's correct. Right, so we've got everything set up here. I think I'm gonna save the flight just here, so if something goes wrong we can just come back. I don't have to do everything again. Remove the chocks, very important, otherwise it's not gonna help us. Right. I think that's about it. Paul, you missed anything? Or I missed anything?
Not that I...
you see? Not that you can see or think of, okay.
Maybe strobes.
Taxi lights on.
Strobes, there you go.
But we're
Take
nitpicking
off
now, aren't we?
set.
This is just a test, really.
Yeah.
Stabilized. 80
There you
knots.
go. Thank you, sir.
Throttle hold.
Bend.
Positive rate.
Andre, I'm still not done with her yet. They released her as a bolt-on afterthought. I'm still busy working on it. I really wanted to become part of the Zibo as a crew member, and I'm gonna continue rewriting or writing the
Runway turn off,
multi-crew
lights off.
checklist and everything
Taxi
that
lights
goes
off.
with that. So just give it a little while. If I can twist their arms to listen to me the way they said they would, we'll be okay.
Approaching transition.
Bit of turbulent area.
Transition altitude. Transition altitude. Flaps upset.
Sergeant Potato, yeah, too much to talk about. You'll have to read the README file and go check. There's a lot of things. Andre, that's why they gave us the command abort. When she goes into that flat spin where it looks like she needs Prozac, you just need to click the abort, and then she stops the nonsense and you can try again. I fortunately have only had to do it 2 times yet. She's really been behaving very nicely. So far it's on that line and it's doing its thing.
1,000 to go.
There's Navigraph. That's very close to reality there.
To go.
Sergeant Potato, this lady is a payware add-on. It's not from Zibo, by the way, just for clarity on that point. Good one, good one. Alright, so there we're turning, go over the airport again. So just to show you this, I should have shown you this. Look, it's the Zibo is actually more accurate than Navigraph drew the arc. You see, it's actually on the correct radial opposed to going there. That's neat. That's really good.
That's very impressive, actually.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show you guys, because wow. Flies it better than Navigraph draws it. Much impressed. Mako, yeah, I had to. Right. Okay, gents, it's a little bit of a boring flight from here on in, so I suggest we start some other conversation, you know, so throw me something, Paul, Owen, see you here now, Uncle John. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here. There's nothing happening. The test is over, so, and the proof that is supplied to the forum is over. This is just now for me to get my fix for the day, you know, so throw me with questions or whatever. Yeah, okay, Andre, go for it. Nice of you to ask. Go for it.
And I'm on descent.
Awesome, Uncle John. Okay, so you concentrate that side.
Yeah, I came in too late, so I don't really know what they were doing. So.
Owen, you are so soft. Nobody can hear you. Draw your mic closer.
Okay. But the approach was very impressive indeed.
Do you mean the takeoff there?
Yeah, oh, it was a takeoff.
Takeoff, yes. Yeah, it was. And I mean, the way it actually stuck to the actual radials instead of, you know, the way it was painted on that.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, but I came in too late, so I didn't know exactly what you were doing.
I understand. No, point. Fair enough. Point taken. Just to put you in the picture, I quickly went to Nashville. There was an issue. Remember when we took off from Nashville and we flew that one?
I remember.
There was the altitude restriction, so Zibo fixed that for us. So the altitude restriction is now compliant with whatever it should be, and we won't be bothered with it again. And then the other thing he fixed was this departure. And like I said, just because I am here now, I might as well get my fix and just do the flight completely.
Very good fix from Zibo again. Huh?
Yeah, very nice. Andre, so when are you asking your story? Just be careful, you can't write too long in this thing, you have to break it up in small pieces. MC. Yeah, all good, thank you. MC, the correct way would be to delete the Zibo folder. Then you make the new one. You start with version 3.43 full as your base. Once that base is in, you're going to copy 3.43.7 into that position, overwriting the old files, and yes, they will work. So just check your actual installation, because all the guards and everything work, even these ones here at the top, you know, I mean, they all work. So just be careful with that.
Yeah, I thought I was up to date yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello Reggie and hello Olaf. Welcome guys. Andre, you're going to have to send me your OFP because there are times when it is absolutely necessary, but mostly, no, it's not normal. Mostly, definitely not. It could be that there is finger trouble involved in setting it up. So the best way to do is send me a PM, drop me your OFP from SimBrief and let me fly it and see, because then I can tell you if it's related to that particular flight, you know, or not, because it in normal circumstances is not normal. When you can watch my videos and my streams, you'll see on any one of them how the actual VNAV works, and VNAV is pretty good, yeah. And Captain Pep, I see you've joined us as well. Welcome. Something else that I'm reminded of just now is if we go to the display variants and we change the display, Max actually fixed the display here. I don't know if some of you will remember there was an issue a version or two ago when you used the real display mod, you would have a completely messed up display here. So thank you Max for that. Thanks for fixing it. This is now implemented for me at least. I'm not sure if that's been released to the public, so I might be speaking a bit out of turn here, but you guys can see it has been fixed, so it should be available shortly if it's not already to the public. No worries, no worries. Andre, anything's possible, my friend, anything's possible. Clouds. Wow. I suppose I might as well start prepping. We need 110.1. Go. This is one hell of a circuit. We've got 120 miles for top of descent. Uncle John. Oh, he's not yet. That's why it took so long earlier. Uncle John, look, we've got 120 miles.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm about to go on to finals, Nico.
Alright, okay. Concentrate. Sorry. Me and Uncle John were sitting here earlier when I did the flight before the stream. And we had a nice long chat, and we were looking every now and then, how far? Now I realize it's been it's actually quite the circuit. Wow. we don't have much of that, but let's try get what we can. Ah, I need to export this flight plan quickly. Export.
Sierra Alpha Delta Foxtrot airport information Golf 1700.
Sierra Alpha Echo Zulu airport information Hotel 1700 Zulu weather wind 130.
Oh, we're not getting the correct info. It should be.
1,000 to go.
Sierra Alpha Delta airport information.
Yeah, that's wrong. That is wrong.
On finals, Paul.
Okay.
Enjoy, Uncle John.
Thank you, kind sir.
Ah, yeah, MC never ever touch the default 737. It's not required. The well, any Zibo package with the word full at the end contains everything you need. That's your perfect base, and then you just add to that. But I'm glad you found it, and thank you for letting us know. I'm pretty sure a couple of guys are going to learn from that mistake. It's awesome. Thank you. Descent procedure. Oh, and they crash the speech system again. This Microsoft speech recognition is very unstable for some reason.
Error. I can't recognize you. Check your speech recognition settings. Error. I can't recognize you. Check your speech recognition settings. Descent procedure. Sir, please check the reference speed and set minimum for approach.
That has been done.
Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Done.
Descent procedure complete at. Error. I can't recognize you. Check your speech recognition settings. Descent checklist. Pressurization.
Yeah, I like her. I like her a lot. See, now I can't talk to her, so I've got to click on all the buttons.
Recall. Auto brake. Landing data. V reference 144. Minimum sparrow 262 set.
Andre, you must set up a push to talk button. That's the only way you're going to keep your sanity. You have to press the push to talk, and you know, and that's the only time she listens to you. Otherwise, you're going to lose your marbles. It feels like I'm flying Joburg to Cape Town here. I see we're getting closer. The other night I was flying the Zibo, and I don't know what I said or how she interpreted, but the next moment we went for a go around. I was about to land and there she went. She just took the aircraft. It was so funny.
It was funny the way you said she took the airplane.
Yeah, she just took it and, you know. Andre, I think that is a captain's responsibility. The SOP that they use is very particularly divided between pilot flying and you know, pilot not flying. So the captain or pilot flying is supposed to do that as part of the taxi, the before takeoff checklist. She will tell you if it's not sent. Yeah, you understand, that's one of the check items. But it's like starting the engines. It is your responsibility to lift the cutoff switches to idle, and it's your responsibility to set the flaps. Yeah. That's one thing, Andre, when it comes to Zibo and Twixter, everything is done by the FCOM and the actual real Boeing. It's not just a flight simmer's toy, you know. The guys take it very seriously. William, I'm flying the latest. I'm on R2 and I've got the latest Zibo. I don't have any issues, my friend. You're more than welcome to upgrade your system there.
Having radial trouble there?
Yeah. Yeah, the radial lines are not showing.
Good day.
Sorry, Paul?
I think Jordan had that. I noticed he had VORs tuned, but
yeah. No
when he turned the knob,
there's
swinging,
no radial.
you know.
If Zibo isn't watching the stream with us, then he'll obviously watch it later. So, Zibo, I'm sure he'll pick that up.
Mission accomplished. 901 hours and 7 minutes.
Awesome. Well done, Uncle John.
Excellent.
Just shows you what can be done if you really want to, eh?
Nice one, John. How long did it take?
Nico would probably tell you best than that. 12 months?
Yeah.
I meant how many hours?
900 hours, 12 months, probably.
That's too far.
Hello, Steel. Morning.
My target's 1300.
Ah. Yes, you move the goalposts every time I speak with you.
Yeah, well, my next target's 1,000 hours.
Okay.
I'm waiting for somebody to seriously challenge me.
Everybody on stream is saying well done, Uncle John.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you.
These passengers probably think we're flying them to Rio or something.
Probably.
They're going to get a surprise when we break through the clouds and they see the departure runway there in front of them. Awesome, Steel. Nothing like a good old-fashioned proper reinstall. It's like a good format and a reload of a PC.
Nico, those radials, I think mine worked if I go to a larger range.
I don't get it at a larger or a smaller range. My range has got nothing to do with it.
You know, 40 or 80 miles?
There's 40, there's 80, there's 160, there's 5, there's 10, there's no radial rings, nothing.
Do you not have to switch to, on the EFIS panel, the VOR switches?
I've switched them on, off. I've even tried VOR1. Let's see if we put the same frequency there. which is 11650. Because the last time we had this problem, we had to physically switch on VOR1 first. Yeah, you see, there it happens again. VOR1 radials work, and now VOR2 radial comes on. So there seems to be a bug in the code again. Zibo fixed it, but it's back. The VOR1 seems to be the switch that switches it on. That's weird. It trips it and then it comes back. Right.
Well, it's a workaround, that's good.
Yeah. Frequent flyer, I have the top one, what's it? I don't even know how they pronounce it, but anyway, whatever the most expensive version of this Flight Sim 2020 is, I've got it. I'm toying with it in the background. I don't think I'll ever transition fully, because that's just not me. I've always had FSX and P3D, and then it became P3D and X-Plane, and I've now got X-Plane and P3D and Flight Sim 2020. I like to play with all of them. They have each got their strengths and their weaknesses. 2020 has got a hell of a lot of bugs that they need to sort out, but in time, you know, they'll do that. As for the Zibo project, it keeps me way too busy. My heart is here. This is what I do. I'm not moving to 2020 at all. It will just be an add-on for me. Excellent, David. That's also very good news. David, yes, there was. Guys on Discord, good news.
Tell us.
Okay.
Well, that's been.
Mr. J. Brick, or Yeri, his real name is Yeri, the guy who made the field truck and the steps that I've been showing you and some of the other modeling in the Zibo, has just joined us. Hello Yeri, welcome. I see you are in channel, you can hear us. You're going to need push to talk if you want to chat with us, but that is not necessary. You do not have to do that. But welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you, that you found your way to our server.
Hello.
Thanks for your presence.
Yeah, exactly.
You've done some great work.
Absolutely. There we go, we've started the descent, so 3/4 of the way there now.
Hello everybody, I'm just testing if it's all working.
Hi Yeri, yes it is working. There's just some background noise there, I presume television's on or something, but yeah, we can hear you. Welcome.
1000 to level off.
Andre, you need to come and join us on Discord. I do a lot of training here with the guys. There are so many guys here who have been trained by me and you know, that are giving training to other guys now. Just come here, we'll sort you out. I don't know what you're doing wrong, because obviously there's something wrong, so we'll have to check it out. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. And you know us by now, we don't bite, you know. A lot of guys are shy in the beginning and so on. That's normal, it's natural. We'll make you feel at home soon enough. Not sure why we are not descending. Is there a altitude restriction or something? I can't see. Manually get some speed brakes going.
Approaching transition. Flaps 1 set.
Not speed brakes are armed.
Flaps 5 set.
Yogesh, no, I haven't spent time on it. Since I got my new VJ card, I'm kind of happy. I've got way too many other expenses to worry about the VJ card upgrade right now. Once I've settled again, I'll look at that kind of stuff.
1,000 to go.
Transition level.
My QNH is still the same.
$1,000 to level off.
$1,000 to go.
Altimeter setting.
Transition level.
I don't have a problem with that steel. I don't like turning it on when it's high speed, because in my mind it's gonna rip off. I don't know how true that is, but under 200 I don't mind. I switch it on. Never had an issue.
Localizer capture.
Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Since the last flight we did an hour or so ago, I've actually added add-on scenery. So I'm not sure if that offset is still going to be in the runway. At this angle where I'm sitting right now, it looks kind of center now. I just wanted to mention to you, because remember we had that offset.
Yeah, I'm actually watching you coming in, and I would have picked up on it.
Okay, we'll see now as we get closer.
Because it actually looked about 2 or 3 degrees out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely out.
Good evening, ladies.
Flaps 15 set.
Hello, David.
Glide slope capture. Flaps 30 set.
Jesse, I see no reason why not. I mean, X-Plane is one of the leading top, whatever you want to call it, simulators. If it's not compatible, the guys are just going to lose money, eh? So for their sake, it should be. My Alpha yoke was compatible right out of the box, so. throttles there, and I'm ready for the rest. So we can go to 3000 for go around.
Taxi lights on.
Set.
No, that's definitely a different approach.
Yeah. Promise you it's the same approach, but the scenery seems to have fixed it then.
Yeah.
Much better. Excellent. That's good news, Jesse. Uncle John, it's still ever so slightly, but it's much better. I mean, you won't miss the runway from here.
300.
Yeah, it's more apparent the closer you get.
Yeah.
200. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. V1. Rotate. Auto brake in use.
Nice one.
Yeah, I love that experientialistic show that it gives you when those wheels touch down.
60 knots.
Right, well, gents, that's it. Thank you for watching. We've proven two very valuable things for Zibo here, so Zibo, I hope you're happy. Thank you for all your hard work, and we can now fly this departure as well. It's just awesome.
We don't thank him enough.
Yeah.
So guys, if you are pleased with your Zibo as everybody else is, do consider sending Zibo a small donation. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
For sure.
Approaching 3, 5.
After landing, procedure completed.
On runway 3, 5.
Flaps upset.
Right, guys, I don't think I'm even going to taxi all the way. This is not a virtual airline kind of a flight. This was just a test. So you guys go have a good rest of your day. We will talk again soon. If you're looking for me on the other days, try looking for me on Twitch. I only come here when I really have to in the week. Otherwise, weekends we do the YouTube things. So if you're looking for me, otherwise Twitch. Thanks, guys. All the links is below the video. So just click on show more and you'll get everything you need. Bye bye. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, nice stream, Nico. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us and have a super evening. Bye guys.